Grady Demond Wilson was born on October 13, 1946, in Valdosta, Georgia, and raised in Harlem, New York City. From an early age, he showed remarkable talent in performing arts, making his Broadway debut at just 4 years old and dancing at Harlem's Apollo Theater by age 12. Raised in a devout Catholic family, Wilson served as an altar boy and spent summers with his Pentecostal grandmother in Georgia. He briefly considered becoming a Catholic priest, but ultimately pursued performing arts. At age 13, Wilson suffered a life-threatening ruptured appendix, an experience that led him to vow to serve God in some ministerial capacity later in life. From 1966 to 1968, Wilson served in the United States Army as part of the 4th Infantry Division during the Vietnam War. He was wounded in combat and received the Purple Heart. After returning home as a decorated veteran, Wilson continued his acting career through Broadway and off-Broadway productions before moving to Hollywood. In the early 1970s, he began landing guest roles on television. In 1971, he appeared in Mission Impossible and in All in the Family, where he played a robber alongside Cleavon Little. He also appeared in the films The Organization in 1971 and Dealing, or the Berkeley to Boston 40, Brick Lost Bag Blues in 1972. Wilson's breakthrough came when he won the role of Lamont Sanford on NBC's Sanford and Son, opposite Red Fox, who played his father Fred Sanford. Adapted from the British series Steptoe and Son, Sanford and Son quickly became one of the highest-rated television comedies of the 1970s. Wilson portrayed the level-headed, long-suffering son to Fox's cantankerous junk dealer father, and the two developed one of television's most memorable father-son dynamics. Over the course of the series, Wilson appeared in 135 episodes across 6 seasons. During a salary dispute in 1974, when Red Fox temporarily walked off the show, Wilson became the central star and kept the series moving forward. Sanford and Son reached the number 2 spot in the ratings during the 1972 to 1973 and 1974 to 1975 seasons, and remained a consistent top 10 hit during most of its run. Decades after its original airing, the show continued in syndication, with Wilson's performance as Lamont Sanford remembered as iconic. After Sanford and Son ended in 1977, Wilson pursued other television projects. In 1977 and 1978, he starred in the CBS sitcom Baby I'm Back as Raymond Ellis, a man who returns to his family after abandoning them 7 years earlier. The series ran for 13 episodes. In 1982 and 1983, he played Oscar Madison in The New Odd Couple, a remake of the classic comedy, opposite Ron Glass as Felix Unger. That series ran for 18 episodes. Wilson also worked in film, including a role as Agent Shamper in the 1993 comedy Me and the Kid. In later years, he made guest appearances on shows such as Girlfriends in 2004 and 2005. His final credited acting role came in the 2023 drama series Eleanor's Bench. On May 3, 1974, Wilson married Cicely Johnston, a former model. The couple raised 6 children together. Despite his television fame, he kept his family life largely private, preferring to separate his public career from his home life. A major turning point in Wilson's life came in 1984, when he became an ordained minister, fulfilling the vow he had made as a teenager after his near-fatal illness. He later said that he loved preaching more than anything else he had ever done, and that he felt honored to be chosen for that path. His ministry focused on spiritual renewal, personal transformation, and practical outreach. In 1994, Wilson founded Restoration House of America, an organization dedicated to helping former inmates rebuild their lives. Through this work, he provided spiritual guidance, counseling, and vocational training, seeking to break cycles of addiction, crime, and incarceration. His own experiences in Hollywood and in war informed his empathy for those facing difficult transitions. In addition to acting and ministry, Wilson became an author. He wrote Second Banana Bittersweet Memoir of Sanford and Son, in which he reflected on his years on the groundbreaking sitcom, his relationship with Red Fox, and the pressures and challenges behind the scenes. In 1998, he published The New Age Millennium, an expose of symbols, slogans, and hidden agendas, a work expressing his concerns about spiritual deception and contemporary culture. He also wrote 3 children's books, John Newman Smith, Lil Mwande, and Mr. Fish Takes a Wife, all released in 1999, showcasing a gentler and imaginative side of his creativity. Throughout his life, Wilson was recognized as a pioneering Black television star who helped expand representation on American screens during the 1970s. As Lamont Sanford, he brought dignity, wit, and emotional depth to a character navigating generational conflict, economic struggle, and family loyalty. His later work as a minister and author added further dimensions to his public legacy. Demon Wilson passed away on January 30th, 2026, at his home in Palm Springs, California, at the age of 79 due to complications from cancer. His son Demon Wilson Jr. confirmed the news, saying, "I loved him. He was a great man." Wilson left behind a legacy that bridged entertainment and faith. He helped break barriers in television, created one of the medium's most beloved father-son dynamics, and then redirected his life to spiritual service and social outreach. From child performer to Vietnam veteran, from sitcom star to pastor and author, his life traced a remarkable American journey, remembered both for the laughter he brought into living rooms and for the hope he offered from the pulpit and in his community work.